So, welcome to our final thing in our case study. So, it is to use Windows deployment services to distribute Windows OS, XP, and 7 to requesting client computers. So, to start, we of course have to install the role, which is Windows deployment services. Click next, 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 and install. So now that we're finished with that, let's configure our WDS by going to the Windows Deployment Services tab. So Windows Deployment Services, you can see here it's not configured yet, so let's configure that. Let's configure the server. Next, we have all of that requirements already. Next, yes, do not listen, configure port. Next, respond to all, even if they are known and unknown. So just click next, finish, add images to server now. So before we add that, let's add our ISOs. So let's insert an ISO, which is the Windows 7, or let's add the Windows 7. So Windows 7 64, finish. To add, you just have to press this. Open both of your SATA ports, and remove the things that are in it because it's not really needed anymore. And let's add our ISO file for Windows 7. So let's choose a disk file. It's gonna open. Let's go to Windows 7. Windows 7 disk file. This is the one we used for the Windows 7 installation, back in the installation page that we have done. And just press open, and then don't run anything. So now you can browse, look at the computer, and you can see that we have added a new CD drive here. So just press that and press OK. It's okay if it's only the D path, because that is where the autoplay will happen for the ISO file. Just press next. You can rename this to Windows 7 just for documentation purposes. Windows 7 WDS. Just press next, and now we just have to wait. So now that we are done with setting up the WDS, we just have to create a new virtual machine, name it Windows 7 WDS, and then we don't have to change anything. Click finish, go to settings, and then we have to set the network to be at the very top. Just move that up, and then go to network, internal adapter. Then it should be named female network, just the same as the one with your RAID, or the one with the DHCP. You see here, it has the female network and male network, the same one in your so internal network, and then we have to make sure that the network is at the very top. You don't have to put any ISO files, so just press OK. Double check everything, and just start the machine. F12, and then as you can see here, we have the Windows, Microsoft Windows x64 setup. So just press enter. Press this, choose language being English, press next, and then for the password you have to put your domain name and then just any of the accounts in your domain. So now you just have to do the basic installation, press next, then you just have to wait. For the continuation of the installation of this, you just have to go to the Windows 7 installation that I have already done back, because it is the same thing, but in this case we have a domain, so you just have to choose a network or a domain network and then input our domain and then log in. So that is all for this video. Thank you for watching and goodbye.
So, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'm Alvin Cipinitas, and today we are tasked. This is a continuation actually of the WDS, but this is for Windows XP. So, for Windows XP, this is what we're gonna do. Since we already have the WDS already configured, let's go to that. And also let's add an ISO file, such as the let's add an ISO file, which is what I'm gonna be using is the Windows Server 2008. I'm just gonna get the boot.wim file for it, because we need that. So go to boot images, add a boot image. The file location is gonna be inside of the ISO file that we just added, which is in here, in sources. Go to boot.wim, and ayan, okay na. Tapos dito lagyan lang natin ng XP, name it both XP, and then itong boot.wim file na to, gagawin lang natin siya ng parang gagawin natin siya ng capture image. Yung sa capture image na yun, dun natin ayun yung pinaka magka-capture nung ayan, wait na, gawa tayo ng capture image. Okay, capture image, name it XP capture. Yan, capture. Tapos location and file name, dito na lang sa disk C. Tapos pangalanan natin ng XP capture. Yan, XP capture. Open. Next. And then wait nyo lang, kasi galing yan dito sa image na to, and then gagawa siya ng capture na image. Bale, kinapture niya yung gumawa na siya ng parang pang capture. Bale, ang gagamitin niyang UI is yung pang Windows Server 2008. May kita natin yan later. Then after this, ang gagawin nyo dapat is eto, dapat may sysprep na kayo na Windows XP. And as a prerequisite, kasi nakalagay dito architecture x64, dapat yung images na gagamitin niyo, if ever na kunyari magdadagdag kayo ng sysprep machine dito, dapat x64 din yung gagamitin niyo. Kunyari kung 32-bit lang, kung 32-bit yung nilagay ninyong boot image dito as a reference for kunyari pag kukuha kayo ng capture image, dapat yung pang capture image ninyo and yung ika-capture nyo na image is the same ng architecture. So kung 32-bit, 32-bit, and kung 64-bit, 64-bit. So in my case, 64-bit yung gamit ko. Ayan, mapapansin din nyo din yan mamaya once na matapos to. Saglit na, tapusin lang natin to. And para pala mag-sysprep, ang gagawin nyo lang, simple lang siya. Di ba pagka-install ninyo ng kunyari, pagka-install nyo ng Windows XP, ang gagawin nyo lang, pupunta kayo dun sa punta kayo kunyari dito, punta tayo sa may saglit, pupunta kayo dun sa may disk nun, kasi di ba hindi nyo pa naman natatanggal yung ISO ninyo dun. Ang mangyayari is pumunta kayo sa support, tools, tapos meron ditong deploy.cab. Doon sa deploy.cab, i-extract mo yung contents nun sa local disk C. Tapos kunyari, gagawa kayo ng folder na ang pangalan is sysprep. Tapos ang mangyayari, ang gagawin ninyo, pupunta kayo dun sa may parang system management na system management.exe nun. Pag binuksan nyo yun, i-next nyo lang. Gagawa na yun ng system.inf file na nakalagay na dun yung configurations na parang instructions kung paano may install yung Windows XP na yon. So ang ginawa ko lang doon, nilagyan ko lang siya ng key, tapos next lang, then okay na, nagawa ng system.inf file, and then ginamit ko na yung sysprep.exe. Then pag nag-sysprep.exe ka, since nga may system.inf ka na, hindi mo na kailangan i-select yung parang yung mini setup. Kasi ayun yung mini setup mo, yung system.inf. And then kapag nireseal mo na siya, okay na yun. Then ito na yung product nun. Yan. Ito na yung product. As you can see here, ginamitan ko siya ng yung hindi mo na kailangan i-set up na Windows XP. So pwede ko na ito tanggalin. Tapos ito din, tanggalin ko na din to. Kasi ito, pag natapos na to, tapos na ba? Wait. Ayan, tapos na. Mag-add image muna tayo to Windows Deployment Server. Wala. Yan, next. Tapos XP Capture, next. Yan, finish. Tayin lang natin to. Then pagkatapos na ito, didiretso na tayo sa may sysprep na ano natin, na file. So ito, as you can see here, parehas lang ito sa kanina, tinesting ko lang yan. Ang gagawin natin dito, punta tayo sa settings. Of course, kailangan nakasetup na yung DHCP ninyo and whatnot. Tataasan natin ng konti yung base memory, 2048. Yung network naman itataas natin. And then pupunta tayo sa ito, gawa tayo ng isa pang hard disk para ma-setup. Para lang, ang gagawin natin dito sa hard disk na to is i-copy natin. Kumbaga, ilalagay natin yung install.wim file kasi yung capture image is yung pang-capture na image is nakagawa ng wim file ng sysprep na ano natin na file. So, ang mangyari, kukunin natin yung sysprep file, ilalagay natin sa hard disk na nandito sa may sa XP clone natin. And then, ang mangyari, ilalagay natin siya dito sa Windows Server 2008 na server natin. And then, gagawa tayo ng boot image or install image. Para, ang mangyari, kapag gagawa tayo or gagamit tayo ng network to install an OS, may kita natin yung image na yun. So, gawa tayo, create. Ito, pangalanan natin, disk file. Yan, para malaman lang natin. Saan yun? Ito, disk file. Add lang natin dito sa my clone natin. So ayan, andito na siya. Set up lang natin to. Kailangan naka-same adapter din siya dun sa server natin, of course. Female or dapat male yan, kasi male dapat to. Okay, and then everything must be done. Ayan, wait, check lang natin kung okay na. Refresh natin yung server for safety purposes kasi baka hindi nag-save yung mga boot images na nilagay natin. So, on na natin to. And be ready to press F12 gaya nung sa Windows 7 na WDS na video natin kanina. So, wait lang natin. So, ang kailangan natin i-set up dito is yung disk partition and then yung capturing of image. Ayan. So ito, ang isa-select natin is yung XP capture kasi yan yung capture image file natin. So click that. Natin part list disk. Tapos natin, isa-isa na natin. This part, tapos this disk. Part list disk. Tapos natin, isa-isa na natin. This part, tapos this disk. Bale, ang gagawin natin, gagawa tayo ng partition. Tayo natin. Medyo matagal lang. Konti. Yun lang. Oops. Yan. Yan lang natin.